Hello everyone, welcome to Dr. Rajesh Biogenesis Chemistry Academy, Hyderabad, Telangana State. In this video, we are discussing about what is a Wagner-Mervin rearrangement, most important rearrangement reaction for all kinds of entrance examinations. So, Wagner-Mervin rearrangement is nothing but a functional group rearrangement reaction. So, functional group rearrangement reaction which is definitely proceeds through carbon skeleton rearrangement. So, the important feature in this one is it is a functional group rearrangement and see mostly it is a carbon skeleton rearrangement. Carbon skeleton and see here it is rearrangement. And especially in this reaction there is a formation of a carbocation. That carbocation responsible for carbon skeleton. So, initially formation of a carbocation intermediate. So, you may get a unstable carbocation is get converted to stable carbocation. Initially generates a unstable carbocation. This unstable carbocation is get converted to here that is stable carbocation through this carbon skeleton rearrangement. Simply if anybody asks what is a Wagner-Mervin rearrangement means, it is a functional group interconversion through carbon skeleton rearrangement of carbocation intermediate, that is called Wagner-Mervin rearrangement. So, we can proceed with variable types of reactions that depends upon the reagent. So, it may be a substitution reaction or it may be a elimination reaction. Substitution or else it is a elimination reaction. It is completely depends upon the base or reagent which we are using. Okay. So, best example I will show with a reaction that is Wagner-Mervin rearrangement. See, I am taking a neopentyl group. This is called a neopentyl. Okay. So, neopentyl is attaches to halogen. This is neopentyl halide. So, when neopentyl halide is participating in Wagner-Mervin rearrangement, how it is participate, that depends upon the type of reagent which you are using. So, this is undergo either substitution or it may also undergo elimination reaction. Okay. So, resultant answer is that is depends upon the type of nucleophile and type of base which you are using. So, the CH3 migrates on CH2 and here finally there is a formation of a cation. Suppose if you reacts with a nucleophile, that is substitution. So, halogen is substituted by this nucleophile. And one more, you may also expect a elimination product. Elimination product means there is a formation of a double bond like this. So, this is substitution product and this is a elimination product, that is known as a Wagner-Mervin rearrangement. Now, if you see the mechanism, the kind of mechanism if you see, this is a carbon skeleton rearrangement I am saying. What is a actual carbon skeleton rearrangement? Suppose see, if you are using a neopentyl halide, this is neopentyl halide. So, first before participating in reaction, now what happens, see halogen is simply removed from here. When you remove halogen, there is a formation of a neopentyl cation. So, here after formation of this cation, you need to see whether it is a stable carbocation or not. See, after formation of this carbocation, this is 1 and this is 2. So, from 1, 2, there is a shift is observed here. This is an anion migrating with this lone pair of electron, bond pair of electron to adjacent carbon. So, this is in the form of CH3 minus. So, this CH3 will be as usual here, this CH3 migrates from here to here. So, we can write CH2, CH3 and this is a carbocation like this. After getting this, now two possible products are expected here. First product is a nucleophile, second product is a base. Now, this nucleophile will attack here, that is called a substitution reaction. After carbon skeleton rearrangement, this is happens. Now, this is CH2 followed by CH3 and this is OH. See here, halogen is substituted by OH minus, that is why it is called substitution reaction. And one more reaction is also possible by using one more reagent, that is base. This is aqueous and this is completely alcoholic potassium hydroxide. This is nucleophilic in nature and this is completely basic in nature. Now, this base will take proton from this. Why? Because here carry 2 hydrogens, here 3 and here 3. So, we need to follow Sergev rule. According to Sergev rule, adjacent carbon of carbocation which will have less number of hydrogens, that hydrogen is going to be removed to get more substituted double bond. So, finally, you may get carbon-carbon double bond and this is CH and here followed by CH3, that is the resultant product. Okay. So, after ionization of carbon halogen bond, there is a formation of a carbocation. If it is more stable, no need to rearrange. If there is no rearrangement, that is not a Wagner-Mervin. See, unstable carbocation is migrating from adjacent carbon. So, 1, 2 shift is observed. So, From year to year it is called Wagner-Mervin rearrangement. Total reaction is not Wagner-Mervin. Carbon skeleton rearrangement is taking place through any carbocation to get a stable carbocation, that is called Wagner-Mervin rearrangement. So that is reaction and mechanism. Now go through this. It is completely depends upon the stability of cation, and see, we are converting a halogen derivative into corresponding alcohol as well as olefin. That's why it is called functional group interconversion. Suppose see, if I take this molecule like this, see, here I am taking a phenyl. Now here I am taking CH2 and here it is bromine is given. Now on this carbon halogen is present. Now if I use aqueous potassium hydroxide, it is a substitution reaction. So first we need to remove this halogen. After removing this halogen, now you may get a carbocation. This is that carbocation. Okay. So after getting this carbocation, now we need to migrate either methyl or phenyl. Two different migrating groups are present starting from here to here. So you can migrate methyl. Why? Because if you migrate this methyl, you will get a benzyl cation. So migrate this methyl, that is 1,2 shift anisotropic rearrangement reaction, and you may get a more stable carbocation. This is CH2 and see, here there is a formation of methyl and this is pH. So after this nucleophile will attack on this carbon. So once if this nucleophile attacks, there is a formation of a alcohol. This is pH, and here I am using CH2, CH3, and this is the one. That is the answer. Okay. So conversion of unstable carbocation to stable carbocation. Unstable is this. This is only primary. Now see, we are getting a benzyl cation. So unstable carbocation converted to stable carbocation. This is called Wagner-Mervin rearrangement reaction. Okay. Up to here it is Wagner-Mervin. Later on, the product formation completely depends upon the reagent which we are using. Aqueous potassium hydroxide is used as a nucleophile. Potassium hydroxide in alcoholic medium, that is used as a base. So basic medium you will get olefins. Aqueous medium you will get a alcoholic derivative. See, here we are using a bromine, and see, finally we are getting a alcohol. So it is a best example of substitution reaction. Unstable carbocation is get converted to stable carbocation. Okay, that is the primary target in this one. See, you can also expect a selective medium like this. Now I am taking a alkyl halide. Okay, isomeric reactions, even isomeric reactions also possible in this one. Now I am using aluminium tribromide. So what is the product formation in this one? So first carbon halogen undergo heterolytic fission, then there is a formation of a carbocation like this. Now initially we are getting a primary carbocation. So then apply Wagner-Mervin rearrangement. So Wagner-Mervin rearrangement also 1,2 shift reaction. From adjacent carbon, one hydrogen is migrated from here to here. So that is called 1,2 hydrogen shift. So after getting this hydrogen shift, you will get a stable carbocation. That carbocation stability is greater than initially generated carbocation like this. Okay. So this is called Wagner-Mervin rearrangement. From here to here, Wagner-Mervin. Now the removed halogen is completely added on aluminium tribromide in the form of aluminium tetrabromide like this anion. So one of the halogen is added on this carbon. After adding, now you may get a 2-bromopropane. Initially it is a 1-bromopropane, now it becomes a 2-bromopropane. So where you observe Wagner-Mervin rearrangement? From here to here you observe a Wagner-Mervin rearrangement. Now you can go through one more example. See, this carbon carry only one hydrogen. In the same way, this carbon there is a presence of phenyl, and here I am using a halogen. Now same reaction I am using, that is aqueous potassium hydroxide. See, this is aqueous potassium hydroxide used for nucleophilic substitution reaction. So where this halogen is present on this carbon, first you remove this halogen. After removing this halogen, see whether we are getting a stable carbocation or not. CH2 and followed by pH. See, we are getting a carbocation. Now if you migrate this hydrogen atom, otherwise if you migrate this methyl group on this carbon, this is called 1,2 shift. Check out whether you will get a stable carbocation or not. So two things you need to verify: whether initially generated carbocation after ionization, is it stable or not, and secondary, if you migrate a adjacent carbon hydrogens or adjacent carbon methyl group or alkyl group or aryl group on this carbocation, whether you are getting stable carbocation or not. If you get stable carbocation, then only this carbon skeleton rearrangement is possible. So if I migrate here, you will get unstable. Why? Because it is benzyl. But if you migrate methyl, still you will get a secondary. Otherwise, if you migrate hydrogen, you will get tertiary. But this is more stable than after migrated products. So finally, we can say there is no rearrangement over here. Now OH minus will attack over here, nucleophilic substitution. Halogen position is simply substituted by, what is the resultant product here? So here this is OH and finally this is pH. That is the answer. Okay. So can you say, is there any Wagner-Mervin rearrangement is observed in this one? No. This is not a Wagner-Mervin rearrangement reaction. It is simply a nucleophilic substitution reaction in which a unstable carbocation is not generated. So initially generated carbocation becomes a more stable. There is no carbon skeleton rearrangement is observed here. Here see carbon skeleton rearrangement is observed. Okay. So that is called a Wagner-Mervin rearrangement. So it is not a example for Wagner-Mervin, but we can say it is a substitution reaction. Functional group is interconverting without carbon skeleton rearrangement. One more example I will explain so that you will get a clear information about what is a Wagner-Mervin rearrangement. See, I am taking carbon and here hydrogen. Now here I am taking phenyl. On this particular carbon I am using a halogen atom here. Okay. So next I would like to use a methyl group. Now aqueous potassium hydroxide I am using. So what is the role of aqueous potassium hydroxide? First you need to remove this bromine. Why? Because it is completely leaving group. Now this particular carbon carry positive charge. After representing positive charge, see adjacent carbon, which group migration or which atom migration on this carbon is responsible to give more stable than this cation. So simply we can say hydrogen is a migrating group. This is 1,2 shift, and finally see this carbon carry hydrogen, and see already there is a presence of, this is CH3. Now this hydrogen is migrating, so here there is a presence of phenyl, and here there is positive charge CH2 and followed by CH3. Okay. Now this is a nucleophilic in nature that will attack on this carbon. Now carbon becomes a alcoholic product like this. This is CH2 and here followed by CH3 and here one more pH group like this. So this is a Wagner-Mervin rearrangement reaction. So here carbon having hydrogen, it is migrating from carbon to this carbon. You will get unstable carbocation to stable carbocation. Then this nucleophile will attack on this. Finally, you will get this product. Okay. And this is also possible to explain with a ring expansion product. See here, this is a halogen which is present over here. Okay. Now I would like to use alcoholic potassium hydroxide. Otherwise, aqueous you can take, nucleophilic substitution better. Now remove this halogen. Now see, you may get a carbocation like this. Now this will get expand. After expansion, see here you may get a carbocation like this. There is no other alternative. Then nucleophile will attach over here. So finally, what is your resultant answer? You will get a 4-member ring. That is the one. Means a strain molecule is get converted to strainless free molecule, and finally you will get a expanded product here. So ring expansion reactions are most common in carbon skeleton rearrangement of Wagner-Mervin after attacking of any nucleophile or else a base. Okay. So that is about this class, and such type of advanced level videos we are going to upload every day. So only thing is you need to like, subscribe and share our videos and put in a comment section about your comments. Okay. So whatever comment you want, you can about newly uploaded videos, otherwise whichever video you want, you can say something about that particular comment section. Okay. So thanks for listening this video. Thanks for your support.